Okay, Coach, thank you. We are technically 5 miles east of Washington, D.C. That's where the home of the Washington Redskins resides, FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. A few minutes ago, it sounded like the 4th of July on the National Mall as the hometown Redskins were introduced to this sold-out crowd. They are set to go as their guys will match up with Tom Brady and the defending Super Bowl champion New England Patriots. Strap in. This will be a good one. 2 one-loss teams getting together as they're underway on EA Sports. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. They'll go with Darius Geis, who missed all of 2018 with injury. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Play action. Haskins. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Obi Melifonwu. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
That throw by Brady incomplete. Demaryius Thomas, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, there's times when you see these catches that are made, and we just know the guy's playing it, but really wishing for college rules. Only need that one foot down instead of 2. It's awfully difficult on the sideline, isn't it?
Brady will try again on 2nd down. He's going to air it out for Dorsett, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
They start on the ground with Geis. The tackle was made by Michael Bennett.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
Now Haskins to throw on 2nd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dante Hightower in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point.
Check tight, check tight, check tight. Mark 22, Mark 22. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
Snap comes in 1. Now Haskins. Jordan Reed has it. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A huge play there for Washington. 42 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10. A carry for Bryce Love, the fourth-rounder from Stanford. And able to work his way down to the 16. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. On the handoff, it's Geis. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Geis, they'll try to run it. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now. Haskins on the keeper. Yeah, boy, a good surge defensively. It'll depend on the mark, but I'm not sure he got there. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up 4th. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And no move to take the offense on the field. They're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal.
All day, every day. Here they go. Mike, 53. 53, Mike. Pick it up.
Here we go with Geis. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Darius Geis, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Redskins have taken a first-quarter lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. Ryan Kerrigan in on the tackle.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Brady. And he will find his man for the first time, Demaryius Thomas. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, exit. 56, right there, 56. Hey, Alabama. 72.
Shotgun now for Brady. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations. But a guy of his size, you can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down. An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
And a Patriot first down.
Brady now rebounding nicely after the interception. He's hit 4 straight to start the drive. It's first down. Now Brady. Wide open, Julian Edelman. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
At Kent State, right?
Yes, a great leader, a guy who can make plays with his feet and his arm. Got to the NFL and had to convert into being a receiver and was drafted that way. And that conversion, oh boy, it's been good.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 10-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Motion.
From the gun, they run with Michelle. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction. Excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
A reminder about Sunday Night Football later tonight. It's a rematch from the divisional round last year. Colts and Chiefs from Arrowhead. Then tomorrow on Monday night, the Browns and 49ers from Levi's Stadium, where the Browns already playing their 3rd primetime game in the season's first 5 weeks. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now Brady. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. And now it's third down.
Wait, that's fly 20. 57. I'm going to come back to you. Alpha. Undercut.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First target, first catch, and a first down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Back. Under 10. 50. Check it back.
Brady gives to Michelle. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Throwing now is Brady. He completes it right side to White. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
He hits White, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now Brady again. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And when you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. Brady looking to throw on 3rd and 2 to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
And the 13-year man puts it through, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
At their own 26-yard line.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. They go play action now. Haskins. Ducks him with a grab over the middle. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Switch.
On 1st down, it's Haskins. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. Paul Richardson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Redskins find a way to stretch their lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Brady. And that'll be incomplete. Demaryius Thomas, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. New England on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Well, it's looking like another 3 and out here, and at some point, got to be able to put together a drive to keep your defense from having to go right back out on the field. I feel like things are starting to unravel a little bit. We're not even at halftime.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You've got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
Let's put that team on the bus. Mike, 53. 53.
On 2nd and very short, Haskins. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Check. Sponge. No.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Brady and the Patriots now 1st and 10 at their own 22. From the gun, it's Brady. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Close there. He caught it, just wasn't able to stay in bounds.
And that's where the sideline, it was used as a 12th defender. You know, 11's legal. This one is an imaginary one that my college coach used to call Sammy Sideline. Sammy Sideline can protect you at times, and in this case, that's exactly what he did for the defenders.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Brady. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
We're into the 2nd half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Got it. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike. Hey, tighten down.
They'll start the drive with Love here. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Devin McCourty brings him down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Second down, Haskins. That'll be caught right side by Reed. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 16 yards, a 1st down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that sure was pretty because the corner route is extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think it is because more and more, tight ends are being treated like wide receivers. These are some agile players who can make a play at any spot on the field.
The throw over the middle, taken in. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Redskins are going to add on to their lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And they open the lead up now to 25.
Redskins 28, Patriots 3.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. From the gun, Brady. Caught on the right side by Dorsett. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 25 yards there on the catch and run. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. They'll run it here. This is James White. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 14 yards is the pickup there and a New England 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Operating from the gun. Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a third time. Reuben Foster picks it. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. Like this is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll try to get this running game going with Geis. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some. Here we go. Hunt, 64. Wait. That's the way.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Let's go now. Hey, hold on. Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. 1, 2, 3.
Haskins looking to throw on 1st down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker Kyle Van Noy. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. He was looking for Paul Richardson there.
At their own 46-yard line.
Brady and the Patriots now 1st and 10 at their own 46. So after the INT, it's Brady looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Hodges. And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got just pin their ears back and get after him now.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. To throw is Brady. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And the Redskins defense going to take over on the turnover on downs. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Throw left side complete. It's Richardson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd and 15 now. Haskins. That's going to be caught by Richardson. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A gain there of 21 yards.
That's good for a Washington Redskins first down. First and 10 at the 20.
This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. Complete. Richardson has it. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Throwing again, here's Haskins. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah. Not
an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Haskins will throw. Caught on the right side, Reed. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
And the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. Brady now to throw. That And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16.
So after a run like that, I will guarantee that the head coach is saying to himself, maybe even over his headsets to the rest of the staff, where was that all game long? We needed that. That's the type of run we planned for going into the game. Didn't get much of that, but let's move it forward. Let's build on it, get ready for the next week, and let's go play.
Brady hitting Dorsett complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll make it 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Hey, second.
Now Brady. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Ryan Kerrigan with a sack, the former first-round pick in 2017.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard.
And the ball is knocked out, and the Redskins scoop it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And they're not able to convert on 4th down.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Running to start the drive is Love. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Third down. Here's Haskins. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Lawrence Guy providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. Here's Tressway now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Dorsett on the return. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Patriots take over. A fourth quarter score now from Heinz Field in Pittsburgh. And you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. A win would be their second on the young season. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. This drive starts out on the ground with Michel. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there. Joker, 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 Joker. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3.
Brady going to throw. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. New England on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Brady. It's complete downfield out left to his running back. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A gain of 22. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves. But they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
All day. Hey, check it. Alert.
They go play action for White. Now it's Brady. He hits his target, left side, Watson. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again.
Wait, that's wide, 80. 6, right there, 56. 60. Protein spill. 65. Hey, goal 66. Right to the end.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Brady. And Watson has it right side. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. New England on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This will be 3rd and 5.
Ozzy, 56, Mike 56. Watch the curl, watch the curl.
One final try now for Brady. Well, this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
They went 5 wide in that offensive set. In racing, going 3 wide is a big deal. To go 5, how about the way that they finish things off?
Did you just fit a race car reference into the game?
Zoom, zoom. How about the way that you play? When you go 5 wide, that means you're going fast now.
Zoom, zoom indeed.